He was born into a world of gold and silk. The corridors of the palace echoed with music and laughter, servants rushing, nobles bowing, the very air thick with the scent of power. Yet by the age of 10, he would vanish behind a door that no one dared to open. Imagine being born a prince and spending the rest of your life behind cold stone walls, your name erased from memory. What crime could a child commit that deserves a lifetime in silence? Who decided his fate? Was it protection or punishment? And the truth is darker than anyone expected. The story begins in a kingdom poised on the edge of chaos. A sprawling palace rose in the heart of the capital, its towers glinting in the sun, banners fluttering with the colors of the royal house. The king, a man both feared and admired, ruled with iron precision. The queen, known for her grace and sharp mind, wielded influence behind the throne. Their eldest son, the crown prince, was a boy of unusual intelligence, quick with words and ideas far beyond his years. But in a court where power was measured in whispers and daggers, brilliance could be as dangerous as rebellion. From the very beginning, the boy's life was marked by contradiction. Lavish celebrations celebrated his birth, but already shadowed glances hinted at unease. Advisors murmured about omens. Some saw in his eyes a fire too wild, a mind too restless. He was taught history and diplomacy, swordplay and etiquette. He was the heir. And yet, every evening, as candles burned down in the royal chambers, he could hear faint laughter and music that would never reach him, sound of a world that would soon belong only to memory. The turning point came suddenly. A rumor, or perhaps a truth, spread through the palace like wildfire. The prince, it was said, had spoken words that threatened the throne. Some whispered that he had plotted against his father. Others claimed he had glimpsed secrets that no one should ever know. An oracle's prophecy added fuel. The youngest heir will bring ruin if left in the open sun. And so, in the dead of night, the boy was led through silent corridors by guards whose faces betrayed no emotion. Doors slammed shut, keys turned, and just like that, the kingdom's future, or what remained of it, was locked away. Was he dangerous, or merely inconvenient? Those who orchestrated his disappearance prospered. Advisors gained power. Cousins, untested in battle or governance, ascended. The boy became a ghost in the annals of the royal household. And yet, in the grand halls above, life went on as though nothing had happened. The festivals, the feasts, the triumphs, all continued without pause. The contrast was cruel. Outside, the kingdom thrived. Inside, a child sat in darkness, growing older with only silence for company. The cell itself was small, unadorned, stone walls that drank the light of day. A single window, too high to see the gardens or streets, allowed only a pale line of sunlight to mark time. The guards changed on schedule, their footsteps echoing to the corridors. But conversation was forbidden. Meals arrived silently. Doors opened and closed with a hollow thud. Time lost meaning. Days blurred into months. Months bled into years. And in that endless isolation, a mind can twist. Did he imagine voices in the walls? Did he count the hours of every shadow? Did he dream of freedom? Or had hope become another form of torment? Some historians suggest he never fully lost himself, that he claimed a kingdom within his mind, ruling silently over empty thrones and imaginary courts. Others believe the confinement broke him completely, leaving only a hollow echo of the boy who had once laughed under sunlit ceilings. For outsiders, the mystery deepens. Records are incomplete, deliberately vague, or erased entirely. Some accounts hint at secret visits, a shadowy figure bringing messages or books. Others suggest deception, that an impostor took his place in court, that the real prince was never meant to emerge. Even today, questions linger. Was he locked away to protect him from enemies, or to protect the throne from him? Did he survive long enough to reach adulthood, or did death claim him quietly, unrecorded? And if he did survive, did he ever forgive the world that forgot him? The palace, once vibrant, became a symbol of silence, a monument not only to power but to fear. Then comes the twist. Some documents recently unearthed suggest he may not have been alone. Another child, a distant relative, was taken to a nearby tower around the same time. Were records swapped? Was a boy in the stone cell truly the prince, or a decoy, a cruel experiment to test obedience, or a cover for political maneuver? No one knows for sure. Every detail is a thread leading deeper into uncertainty, a labyrinth where history blurs into legend, and fact is nearly indistinguishable from rumor. The ending, if there is one, is as haunting as his life. One account claims he died quietly in his cell, old, blind, and forgotten. Another insists he was released in secret, living out years under an assumed identity, the world never learning the truth. Yet, perhaps the most unsettling conclusion is the one we cannot confirm, that he lingered, neither alive in freedom nor completely gone, existing only in the margins of history, a reminder of what happens when power fears its own heirs. Born a prince, forgotten like a ghost. History remembers kings and battles, alliances and conquests, but it buries inconvenient heirs in shadows, behind walls, behind silence. His story is a mirror, reflecting the fragility of human ambition, the cruelty of political necessity, and the isolation that even the brightest light cannot escape when it is trapped. And perhaps, when we walk past old palaces or read chronicles of empires, we are only brushing against the faint echoes of the boy who was locked away forever,